ながそばにいてくれ。
悪用の力を思い知りなさい。
いや、太陽の方向を。
Mavuika has finally been released to live servers and people have been wondering if she lives up to the hype of an Archon. Today I shall answer that question. Hello everyone, my name is Kira and today I will be reviewing Mavuika now that she's been out for a couple of days as of recording. We will talk teams, performance, pros and cons, and more, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Literally. Starting off with teams, it's mostly true to what I've discussed in my previous videos. As a support, she is great with many units as long as they can fit in her and Chilonen together, which many teams do. As a DPS, she has some of the highest damage ceilings in the game, her only real problem being team building because of her massive reliance on Kitlali and Chilonen to reach that level of performance. Thankfully, she has a couple of F2P options, namely Auroran Overload teams, and those perform very well. Kachina can work, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Before moving on to her performance though, I would like for you to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm a very small content creator and I appreciate any support. With her teams out of the way, how does she perform? I tested her in the Abyss and the Overworld and I would like to say she is really good. In the Abyss, as you're seeing in the footage, she generally isn't struggling to kill stuff, and if anything she can overperform and kill things way quicker than anyone else because of how she frontloads her damage. I know my run's a little scuffed, I know that. This Abyss in particular is a little bad for her, so it was hard to get top tier performance out of her. The next Abyss cycle will be great for her, so no worries. I use her best team comp, which is a hyper carry melt team, and I didn't have much trouble killing anything or gameplay issues with Mavuika herself. Overall, I think she works really well. She has a big drop off in DPS, we don't have her proper teammates, but it is totally worth getting those teammates, I would say. With her performance out of the way, I want to discuss her pros and cons more in depth. Her biggest pros in my opinion is that she has very big damage, some of the highest DPS ceilings in the entire game, and it is front-loaded. More front-loaded than characters like Alhaitham or Arlecchino known for front-loading damage, and obviously more front-loaded than someone like Nuvilite or Shangling with their very sustained damage over rotations, I suppose. Along with that, her gameplay is fairly simple. You just hold down the charge attack button for 7 seconds and that's really it. In the overall, she is a godsend. I can literally never switch her off my overall teams right now because she has some of the best exploration utility in the entire game. However, she struggles in a couple of regards. As I and many others pointed out, she's not the greatest without her absolute best supports. Without Chilonen, it's really hard to get her Nightfall points up to max or high in general. And without Kitlali, it is also difficult to get those high numbers in total DPS you see many people doing. Without those characters, Mavuika fails to impress many people, including me. I think some people blow it out of proportion, but my standard is, if a character relies on supports that are so good that you should just pull them regardless, then it's not a big deal than it otherwise would be. And I think it perfectly applies here. Both Chilonen and Kitlali are some of Genshin's greatest support we've gotten in a really long time. So I don't see why you wouldn't pull them even if Mavuika did not really rely on them. In conclusion, Mavuika is a really great unit who does a lot of damage, doesn't need a lot of effort to use or build. She's amazing in Overworld. Her only actual issue is being a reliance on certain units, but like I said, it's not as big of a deal as people make it out to be. I would rate her as a 9 out of 10 unit, absolutely amazing, beautiful animations and fun to use. I would recommend pulling her in many situations. Now that I talked about Mavuika after her release, what are you gonna do? Have you decided to pull or skip yet? If so, tell me in the comments. If you found this video entertaining and informative, please like and subscribe. I'm a small content creator and I appreciate any form of support. Have a good day wherever you are, and bye.